lights out, and we are Grand Prix racing here in MotoGP in India for the first time, and Martin does make the dream start again from the middle of that front row. Bagnaia slots on the inside of Bezzecchi, the poleman as well. Mir got away really strongly. Maverick Vinales goes wide. I think one of the Gas Tech 3 bikes is wide as well, but Martin into P1, into turn 3 they go for the very first time. Marquez trying to find a way through on the inside of Mir into turn 3. That's a successful way. They're side by side, none reps on this, but Martin then leads Bagnaia.
Bagnaia though locked in the slipstream of Jorge Martin. Mir got a brilliant start from the second row, but couldn't get his way through into turn 1. Bagnaia then does pull alongside Jorge Martin, but he just cannot outbrake the Martinator, who gets to turn 4 first, but sails off wide.
Yeah, Martin was never going to stop that one. There were only 11 144 laps in that sprint yesterday. 8 of them were set by the man we're looking at right now on that number 72 bike, and he goes for it immediately on the inside of Bagnaia on the brakes in the turn 30. He's going to run a little bit wide on the exit. Marquez on a lunge as well at Martin. It's all kicking off here on the first lap in India. A memorable first lap led by Bezzecchi. Our team made the perfect start again. They're using that brilliant new start device that's on the factory Ducatis of him and Pecco Bagnaia. It was Miller that went really wide in the first corner. Maverick Vinales was pushed out in the marbles as well as they jostled for position. Thankfully, after all the sprint drama yesterday, they all made it safely through, although there was more than a little bit of shoulder and elbow rubbing, you feel.
So this is on board with Brad Binder, and that's Alicia Spargo, I think that is, on our right-hand side, who makes contact with Binder, and Maverick Vinales, I suspect, was just on the outside of that and had nowhere to go. Time is running out for Martin to have any hope of winning this Grand Prix. Bezzecchi's lead is over 1.3 seconds. He was 6/10 quicker than the world champion on that last lap alone.
Running with Pecco Bagnaia, not a problem. Trying to overtake him, a big problem. He's such a great defensive rider. We've seen it over the last few Grand Prix how good he is. Martin, they're trying. Oh, he's gone full in there. They're both going to run wide, aren't they? You can hear the crowd, they're on their feet in the main grandstand here. It was a real big block pass there, wasn't it? He had to squeeze through. He forced the issue there, did he, Martin? It was the only way. With the slipstream, he got side by side with Bagnaia, and when push came to shove, doing the pushing and the shoving was Martin. Bagnaia then back in third place. Bagnaia snaking that factory Ducati sideways on the entry to the first corner.
Oh, Marquez down!
Marquez has gone down the first corner. He's desperately trying to hang on to it, but Marquez slides out of fourth place. He was going with Pecco Bagnaia. First corner, he just laid underneath that Repsol, so he's been able to quickly remount and rejoin this Grand Prix. But Marc Marquez then, that leaves Fabio Quartararo in a relatively lonely fourth place now then. So Marquez out of fourth. He has rejoined though.
This is what happened to the 8 times world champion into turn 1.
You know what, ahead of him, Bagnaia was getting it really out of shape and twitchy, wasn't he, as well? And I just wonder whether that was also a bit of a distraction for Marquez, but he just threw it in there on his side, and when he did so, you can just see there, the front just didn't hang in there underneath. If you look back to Marc Marquez, it looks like the last 2 or 3 laps Martin has just been suffering on the front end of that Pramac Ducati into that heavy braking zone for turn 4. As you mentioned, you're decelerating from a smidgen over 350 kilometers an hour, and Bagnaia now is just biding his time. When will he pick his moment? Because he's got the better edge. Look at the turning of Bagnaia through turn 8 and 9. He's on the inside here, and he picks up Jorge Martin. That was beautifully done by the world champion. What an overtake that was on Martin. As Martin then, having tried to get through on Bagnaia and then maybe go and hunt down Bezzecchi already with 9 laps to go here, hitting some tyre trouble here in India. Look at this for a move. Then it's multiple lines going through turn 8 and 9, but that was beautifully done. Clinical but clean from the world champion. Oh, Bagnaia! Oh, can you believe it? Pecco Bagnaia, I could just hear a faint noise in my headset. Thought somebody crashed out, and it's the world champion, and this has completely changed the complexion of this year's MotoGP World Championship. It brings Marco Bezzecchi back into contention, but Jorge Martin now will be within 19 points of Pecco Bagnaia.
He's 13 by the time that he comes through into second.
Can you believe it? Bagnaia has dropped the ball yet again. How many times have we seen this from the reigning world champion? We thought he'd eradicated all of the old errors, but old habits die hard, don't they? Having just got into second place, they can't believe it. Head in hands there for the factory Ducati camp as Pecco Bagnaia blows it here at the Bud International Circuit. Well, let's have a look at this on board, and you can clearly see there that, spotted it a few laps ago, the zip undone on Jorge Martin's leathers, and there he goes. Look how much time he lost. Look how much time he lost as he zips it back up.
Oh, well, Jorge Martin, has he got a problem here?
What
Quattro's
is going on here? What on earth is happening now? As Jorge Martin made a mistake going on the brakes in the turn 4 on the last lap.
He's not the one to rectify it.
Oh, he goes around the outside of Fabio Quattraro, properly squeezes the Frenchman there. Talk about wiping the nose of Fabio Quattraro's factory Yamaha. What happened to Jorge Martin?
Live coverage where the 3 podium finishers have just arrived. The winner is over the moon and quite rightly indulging in a few celebrations with his team. We're here live for the podium ceremony. The mechanics under the rostrum are in 7th heaven. Jack Miller brought home a very important victory today. Massive congratulations, Jack.